why are you interested in this role? That's a pretty common interview question. Do you have your answer ready? Welcome to the interview game by Indeed, where we show you strong answers to interview questions and some that need some work. Hello, Tracy. I understand you need to hire a new recruiter.
That's correct. I need a recruiter who has a track record of closing hires and who really wants to work at my company. They also need to be good with people. They'll need to be able to get into the mind of the hiring managers that they're working with. Can you help me find a new recruiter?
I sure can. Candidates, are you ready? Let's start with Trevor. Why are you interested in this role?
I've been working as a recruiter for 2 years now. I'm interested in the role because I know the sector and I like working on commission. It makes me feel like I've got a real stake in the game. I'm not afraid to work hard, but I am seeking a little more stability, especially during these tough economic times.
Thanks, Trevor. Kimberly?
When you're a recruiter, you have an opportunity to make a huge impact on someone's life. Sure, there's some friendly competition, but at the end of the day, the folks who do this kind of work all want to help people succeed. Well, I know I do. I love working on those kinds of teams, so when I saw this opportunity, I was so excited.
Thanks, Kimberly. Hello, Wayne.
I'm familiar with your company. In fact, I attended the London HR Summit, and I formed relationships with a few people on your team. Since then, I've always kept a job alert on, but I never saw the right role until this one popped up. From what I understand, this position would give me a chance to leverage my 7 years of recruiting experience in which I've significantly reduced my past company's time to hire for high priority roles.
Trevor missed an opportunity to talk about why he wants this particular job. Kimberly shared her passion. That was awesome. But when employers ask why you want this job, they want to know why you want this job specifically. Wayne really demonstrated interest in the company and in the specific role. Wayne also went a step further and explained his track record and why that makes him qualified for the job. Next round, everybody. Oh, by the way, if you want to take your job search to the next level, don't forget to click the link below and download the Indeed mobile app. Next question. How do you approach building relationships?
Let me tell you something. When you recruit at scale like I do, there's a process. I don't have a lot of time or patience, so my goal is to be prompt and thorough, but the whole touchy-feely thing, it's not really my style. My job is to fill roles fast, which is why my interview-to-hire ratio is so high.
Kimberly.
I want my relationships to be professional and empathetic. So I build relationships by asking a lot of questions. That's how I create trust and ultimately how I make strong matches during the recruitment process. At the end of the day, recruitment is about finding the right fit for the hiring manager and the candidate.
Wayne?
Earlier in my career, I focused on speed, but my first year attrition rate was way too high. So I slowed down and I focused on building relationships. Now I spend real time with the hiring manager to learn what they're looking for, and I ask candidates thoughtful questions so I know what they're seeking. And for the past 5 years, my first year attrition rate has been the lowest of anyone on the team. I would love to bring this focus on longevity to your company.
Interviewers ask this kind of question to gauge if you'll work well with the team. And for recruiters, you have to communicate well with hiring managers and candidates. Trevor's answers showed he has a track record of success, but he didn't reveal much about his work relationships. Kimberly said she asks a lot of questions to create trust and wants her relationships to be productive and empathetic. I love that. But other than saying she makes strong matches, she didn't share much evidence. I think Wayne's response was the best. It demonstrated he values making the right hires and it connects specifically to this position. Next round, everybody. How do you define success?
In my process, I define success as the ability to find a high-quality candidate to fill a role on the hiring manager's timeline and budget. Period.
Kimberly, it's your turn. How do you define success?
I'm 100% focused on our hiring managers. And what I've learned is that they're happy when they have a diverse pool of qualified candidates. Based on our annual surveys, they're pretty satisfied. And one other thing about success, Last year, my average time to fill was 29 days. That's almost 2 weeks below the national average. Those two factors are how I would define success currently. But I'd also be eager to learn the needs of your company's hiring managers.
Wayne?
My current company defines success by 2 metrics: time to fill and offer acceptance rate. And I have successfully met our benchmarks for these metrics for the past year. But honestly, I think attrition rate is a better measure of long-term success for your company.
I love Trevor's confidence, but he didn't share any evidence that his definition of success has positively impacted the business. Kimberly first defined success in terms of manager satisfaction and in terms of a low time to fill rate. And she shared her excitement to continue learning in this role. Nicely done. Wayne shared a data-driven definition of success and how he's driven impact. That's great. Tracy, I think we're ready for your decision.
Recruiters have to balance a lot of competing elements. Building strong relationships is just as important as a measurable track record of success. And passion is a must. The strongest candidate is Wayne.
Yes. That means Wayne moves forward in the interview process. Next time you are asked any of these common interview questions, remember, recruiters want to see that you're a right fit for the role and the team. Do a little research on common interview questions and come in with your answers ready. To those of you watching at home, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this on our channel. By the way, if you want to take your job search to the next level, don't forget to click the link below and download the Indeed mobile app.